Over to some football. Former NIU quarterback Rocky Lombardi may be on the Bengals right now, but he'll have the option of some spring football after being drafted in the UFL. The Michigan Panthers selected the Michigan native in the 5th round of the UFL draft today. But right now, Lombardi's biggest priority is keeping a roster spot in Cincinnati, and we should see him compete for the job in Soldier Field this preseason when the Bears host Cincy in week 2 of the preseason.